Hey guys, it's Shaylin. It's another story time. Like I said, there's so many random things that happen to me. Like, I just can't explain certain things. But this particular incident goes, coincide with the time that we were living with my grandparents up north. When we were there, we didn't really, have much because we just moved in. But in that particular area, they have their own, cell phone service. So we got a cell phone. Brand new number, brand new phone. And to this day, I still don't know who it is. I mean, it's just... I don't know. My mind is still blown by, this person. I don't know who it is. But the story is, like I said, new phone, new number, new service. Nobody had this phone before. I don't know if anybody had this one before, but the fact that that person that called knew who I was just so scary. That particular day, we were at my grandparents' house. My cousin sister was there, and my younger sister was there with us during that time still. And that's when she was 14, and my other cousin sister is 17. So, I forgot, we did something that day, and my grandparents told us to go get something to eat. So, they wanted chicken. That's where we went, was to get some chicken. I won't say business names, because I have a story about the business as well. But, we went to get chicken, and that particular chicken place was closed. So, we went to KFC. We got there. But when we pulled into the other chicken place, I get a call on our new phone, new number, new service. This person, I was joking and laughing. We were talking, having a conversation. My sister, my cousin sister, and my boyfriend. We went together, all four of us. We went because my grandparents gave us money. We all pitched in and we're going to get food. So, we go to this chicken place. Pull in, park. We get out, check the doors, they're locked. So we're like, fuck, what are we gonna do now? And I was like, we can go to Domino's, we can go to Pizza Hut, we can go to KFC, what do you guys want to do? So everybody's like, well, Grandma and Grandpa want chicken. I was like, well, then we'll go to KFC. Well, we're parked at this chicken place. I'm laughing, talking away. Anybody that knows me knows that I am so loud. I'm the goofiest person ever when I am, in the best mood. I have no filter. And, if people that know me, the real me, know that I'm so, I have no filters. I will say and speak my mind, and I will not care who hears me. I answered the phone. Phone rings. Answer it. Hello? And they're like, hello? I was like, yeah. And they're like, is this, Shaylin? I was like, yeah, who, may I ask who's calling? And he was like, oh, can I do this to you? Can I do this to your body? And I was like, who the hell is this? And he's like, can I do those things to you? I mean, this is vulgar shit that it's disgusting. How the fuck did you get this number? How do you know who I am? I don't know. I'm still confused by this. They're saying dirty ass shit. Dirty sexual things to me. They wanted to do things to my body that I don't even let my boyfriend do. This is fucking disgusting shit. And I was like, who the hell is this? And they're like, breathing heavily. And then I give the phone to my boyfriend. I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is, but that's fucking disgusting. He's like, hello, who is this? And that person hangs up. So, I explained everything to him, and he's so mad at this point. He's like, who the hell has her number? Who did you give it to? Who has it? I was like, the only people that have my phone number, our phone number, is my grandparents, and that's it. That is it, my grandparents. Yeah. So... we go to KFC, we buy our food, joking around, having fun with my sisters, and then the next day, this fucking person has to call again. by my name. They're like, Charlene. I was like, fuck. Why did I fucking answer this call? Like, my family has unknown numbers. Like, they blocked their numbers, so, like, I have to answer that shit. Because what if it's important, you know? And I was like, hello? And they're like, Charlene? I was like, I just stayed quiet. Like, the night before, hearing that particular person's voice, I recognized it. I just stayed quiet. And you're like, are you there? So, can I do these things? And I was like, who the fuck is this? And they're like breathing heavily again. So I hang up, tell my boyfriend that person called again. From that day on, so the first time they called, second time they called, from that day on, I never ever answered the phone when it said unknown or private number. One day, maybe like every day around 6 o'clock in the evening, and every night around 11 p.m. is when this person would actually take the time out of their day to call and try to tell me what they want to do to my body. I don't want that shit. It's fucking disgusting. Just talking about it and thinking about what that person was saying and doing, it's freaking disgusting. If you do those type of things, you are a dirty person. You're gross. I mean, to each their own, but if you do that to people, like actual women, there is something wrong with you. I don't know. I will pray for you though. I really will, because it's just, I don't know. Okay, but maybe like 2 weeks, that person called constantly. Every day between 6, like 5:30, 6 o'clock, they would call. At night, between 10 and 11, they would call every night. I would never answer the phone. My boyfriend would. And he'd be like, who the fuck is this? And sometimes it would be family, and we would apologize, because eventually we did have to give our number out, because my aunts would call, my mom would call, and her number was unknown. But like, I told her, I was like, you have to take it off because there's some weirdo that's calling me. And it was so scary, because I would take the phone with me when I would go places. Because I would go to like my cousin's house, my aunt's house, go to the grocery store, get something to eat by myself. And this person, I shit you not, this person knew where I was staying. One, because every time I left the house by myself, they would call. Two, I answered that shit because I thought it was my mom. Because she was like, I'll call you. Like, I was talking to her before I left. She was like, I'll call you back in 15 minutes. I was like, okay. So, I was going to McDonald's. I went to McDonald's. Sitting in the parking lot, I was like, waiting for my mom's call. This person called. I was like, hello? Like, happy to hear my mom. No, it's this fucking perverted ass weirdo. And he's like, where are you? I was like, are you fucking serious? Of all times to fucking call, they call when I'm by myself. And then they're like, are you by yourself? I was like, who the hell is this? And I was like, who is this? And they're like, why are you by yourself? And I was like, oh my god. I just fucking hung it up. I was like, fuck McDonald's. Fuck the grocery store. I don't need soda. I don't need water. I don't need anything. I went back to my grandparents' house. I told my boyfriend about what happened. And from that day on, I didn't go anywhere by myself. Everywhere I went, he went with me. And I was like, oh my god. It's so scary. It got to the point where I was like afraid to go places by myself. Because I didn't know who this person was. What they look like. Everybody's voice is different over the telephone. It was just a really, really creepy experience. I mean, that person, like one time we put it on speaker and I was like, hello? And my boyfriend's sitting there and this person's like, what are you doing? Who are you with? Where are you at? Like, I don't know you. Who the fuck are you? What the fuck do you want? Like, that's just how annoying it became. I mean, if you take the time out of your day to call and stalk somebody just to see who they're with and where they're at and how they've been, I don't know. I mean, you need to find a hobby or do something with your life. But those phone calls, and every time I was by myself, they would call, knowing that I was by myself, because they'd be like, are you with anybody? Who are you with? Where are you at? Like, they would ask the weirdest shit questions ever. And it got to the point where I was like I said, I was afraid to go over by myself. So anytime my sister would actually come visit us, or my cousin sister would be there, I would go places with her, because at least, like, I have somebody with me. Like, I have a witness. Like, oh yeah, this person freaking attacked my sister. Like, this is what they look like, you know? Like, I just don't know. It was just a creepy experience. Like, my little stalker story about how I got stalked over the phone. A brand new phone, brand new service, is, I don't know. I have no idea who it was, or what they were trying to do, or what they're trying to accomplish. But that was like back in between October and December. During those months, it was so scary, because I started actually working at the restaurant there, like in the area. And I was afraid to be by myself sometimes, because I didn't know if that person actually knew who I was and where I lived. But, like, me being at work by myself, like, I would work from, like, maybe 12 to, like, 11 at night. Because it was a restaurant, so I was a server. So, sometimes I would stay late just to stay late, because they would actually need help. And, like, I was afraid to stay late by myself sometimes. But moral of the story, take care of yourself. Don't trust anybody that's a fucking weirdo, obviously, but I don't know. Just take care of yourself, especially if you're like a young woman that's always by themselves or does everything by themselves. Just, like, take care of yourself. Be aware of who's around. Don't be walking around on your phone, looking down, because you don't know what could happen. Always be alert, always be aware. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead and like it, subscribe, comment down below. Yeah, bye!